I thought of that.
Welcome to the Bombad-Cats. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Information Not Affirmation, the podcast. I am your boy, the Canon Junkie, Gerry Cable, and I'm just hanging out here with my good buddy, Mr. Freddie Prinze Jr. I'm sorry. Wait, what's that? Oh, this is the Bombad-Cast. Okay, all right, and I'm here with Scotty J-Row. How you doing, Scotty?
Look, here's the deal. See, I was trained under Dave Filoni, and Dave Filoni was trained under George Lucas. So this is like straight from the facts. Like, this is no bullshit.
You're just mad that they gave the Falcon to a girl.
That was unbelievable.
How epic was that rant? How epic was that?
I am not gonna lie. Whenever I saw it, and I saw people like who I know like don't get into Star Wars, my Facebook feed post it, I'm like, okay, now I really gotta watch it, because I knew I had seen it initially when it first dropped, but like maybe it didn't like. I kind of just saw it like, dang, that's a cool rant. But then seeing like other people post about it that don't even talk about Star Wars on my social media, I was like, okay, now I really gotta like watch it again with more, I guess, attention. And it was amazing.
Right.
It was incredible. What was it even on? Do you know?
It was okay. Shoot. I want to give them the shout out. It was on like a comedy podcast. I forget exactly which one. You know what? Maybe we could just edit. The magic of editing.
The magic of editing. Getting ready for Gerry to find the resource that we need to find. Freddie Prinze Jr. We need your resource, 'cause that rant was so good, so good. Come on, Gerry. Now go rant. Get the resource. Come on and find the
Yeah, well, do the magic 5 minutes later or whatever you want. He was on, Scotty.
Yo, what's up? Yeah.
Yes, he was Freddie Prinze Jr. was on All Things Comedy, and they posted this clip out of him essentially going, this IO9 article says bonkers, calls it a bonkers rant.
Bonkers? I wouldn't even know if I would call it bonkers.
I wouldn't call it bonkers. I'd call it, I called it cathartic. Like, I tweeted about it. I was like, this is like so cathartic and just really awesome. Like, here's someone who worked for years with someone who worked for years with George Lucas, and like, I just love how he was like that whole like, this is information, not affirmation.
Well, you know, funny enough when you say it, it's one of those rants that you really can't argue against. You know, he has a good point. He makes an amazing point how video games and maybe even EU kind of, you know, that's how I interpret it, kind of just exploited the power of the Force without really thinking about, you know, what the Force really is.
Right.
You know?
And the way sorry, go ahead.
No. And I think it was just an incredible comment, because, like, everyone's like, Rey can't use the Force. She's a woman and she ain't had no training. That was a very
Who's she related to? Who is she related to?
Exactly. She can't be independently powerful.
Cloned from Palpatine's pinky that got caught on the edge of the Death Star railing.
Exactly.
And was picked by Luke.
Exactly.
It on his belt loop.
But that's the thing.
And he didn't know. He didn't. I'm not done. I'm not done. There's way more to this,
I'm
Scott.
so
No,
sorry.
I should really stop right now.
Well, that's the thing. It was interesting that he even mentioned that because I think it's 100% the truth. The Force seeks balance, and I thought it was amazing how he was like, "Well, Palpatine didn't want to kill Vader. Think about it. He wanted to manipulate and have more power to the Force. If he's going to have two dark side, it was genius. It was such a great comment."
It was like, it made so much sense. I'm sure there were some people who were like, how have I not ever thought about it that way before?
Exactly.
I've like had these maybe not the exact thoughts, but I've had thoughts similar to what he was saying, but didn't know how to articulate it until Freddie Prinze Jr. came in and strung it together with a few
wrecked house
and just like dropped a mic and a brick.
But it made so much sense because to me the Force is that it's just about balance, and I don't know.
And what I loved about it too, Scotty, was that he was talking about how George and Dave kind of talk about the Force like you don't train to become more powerful. You train to cultivate your mind to open yourself up to the Force. And that's thoughts that I've had forever, but I haven't known how to really put it out in a way that people can digest. And that was just a brilliant. Like seriously, that is what it is. Luke didn't go like he trained for what, like 2 days, Dagobah, and then left to face Vader, and like seriously, still like he's not gaining all the you're gaining knowledge. He was gaining knowledge about the Jedi. He wasn't trying to get more power. You don't become like work out your Force muscle.
No,
it's about rewiring your brain to basically believe in the impossible.
Yeah, and focus.
The Force is. It's
beautiful.
Whatever you believe you can do, you do.
Dude, you're having your own Freddie Prinze Jr. thing right now. This is cool.
I know. I'm good. You know what? I'm going to just get the bleep button ready, Scotty. Get it ready, because here they come, all right? All right, you frickin' fricks. Fricked off at Fricks for being Fricks. And,
man.
I don't know, have you seen that video? That little guy going off about Sega making a new Sonic game, and he's fricked off at Fricks for being Fricks. It's like, you frickin'. The best part is he goes, "You frickin' Fricks can never be quenched." Okay, whenever this episode comes out, maybe I'll find that video and post it because it's just
you frickin' Fricks can
even
never
that
be
kid
quenched.
that video went viral, and that kid's like he does like a Sega like a Sonic show on YouTube. He's a kid, so don't go crazy on him, guys.
No.
But he even saw the popularity of that and makes remixes of that and stuff. And it's hard to find the original, so I'll have to try to
do some research.
Find that because you frickin' Fricks deserve to see some BABU frickin' Fricks. But anyway,
dude,
I digress.
Look, we haven't even said anything yet. It's been 7 minutes and we've just been talking. Gerry, I have to ask you.
What? Really? Oh, what, Scott?
We should do the whole show with responses that are very confusing. Gerry, I haven't told you. I haven't asked you.
Go on.
What's been up, dude?
Well, Scott. I've kind of just been, doing the whole normal mundane life thing, I had that crazy Star Wars adventure last weekend.
Oh, I thought you were...
I'll lose my voice 8 minutes in.
I thought you were... Well, your whole mundane life thing I thought was still selling cigarettes to little kids, but I'm kind of glad you stopped doing
that. I call them death sticks, and they smell like cotton candy. So it's fine. It's above board. Trust me.
It's above anything illegal.
I'm gonna go home and rethink my life. But anyway, so
what's been up, man?
Working a ton, but I've been listening to a lot of awesome Star Wars podcasts. Shout out to Blast Points. They did they did this episode a couple weeks back called Jizz Rock Jizz Rock.
Yeah, I need to listen to
Beyond Jizz Rock or something. Did you listen to the new one? Beyond Jizz Rock or Battle Beyond Jizz Rock or something? Oh, It was
I
phenomenal,
love
and
that.
it gave me my brand new obsession, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
give him a shout out too. So if you are at all into like metal or anything like
Jizz
that, like
rocking.
related music, yeah, there is a band called Galactic Empire. They've been going since like 2015.
Oh, I still need to listen to them.
Scott, I told you like
I'm the
Tuesday.
worst.
You are the worst. This is
I'm
next
the
Tuesday already.
worst.
We're going to pretend that you didn't listen for a full week because this episode's dropping on Tuesday. So time traveling,
I'm leaving.
you're horrible. Yeah. See you, Scott. Have fun. Have fun living your life with no awesome Star Wars metal. No, but Galactic Empire, they're actually signed by Rise Records.
Wow.
Play is Star Wars themes, like John Williams Star Wars music.
Wow.
Metal, like
Yeah.
metal versions, and it's the best metal versions I've ever heard.
That's excellent.
Dude, they do like the main title and all that stuff. They even do stuff from the prequels and the sequel trilogy. They
Really?
do a theme that's really cool. They do Kylo Ren arrives at the battle. Yes. They do Rise of the Resistance, and oh, my favorite, Scherzo for X-Wings. Or Scherzo. How do you say fancy music, people? Scott, you're a music guy. Go to
What does it look? Wait a minute. Give me a second.
Scherzo.
Jerry's broken. I forgot to tell you. Someone pulled a chip out of Jerry's head. What's?
We should really move on. Anyway, they're really sweet, and if you want to like headbang to some John Williams, oh my gosh, they do the Asteroid Chase.
No.
And the Ben Kenobi's TIE Fighter attack.
Yeah.
It's friggin' epic, and like your face will melt off your head.
Oh, I can't wait.
And it's friggin' ridiculous.
It's crazy.
But anyway, thank you, Jason and Gabe, if you're listening, for shouting out Galactic Empire, because it rocked my friggin' face off. And I've been listening forever, and I want to listen to it while I play Battlefront 2.
Perfect. That's
Scott-
perfect. Yeah.
Scotty, buddy, how was your week? What have you been up to?
Oh, dude, it's been very nice. I had to do some stuff some stuff for school this week, so I went back to my high school and had to go to a professional development thing, and I saw a bunch of my high school teachers, and it was just very overwhelming. And I went back to my old locker, and I saw where I wrote Scott loves Aaron in the locker, and Aaron was like, dude, he was my best friend. I loved him, but I didn't, love him. So that was funny. Trying to think of what else. Really, not much has changed since the last time we've tuned in. I'm just excited for one really big thing. I am pumped for the Mando. I mean, like less than a month now. I mean, look at the day.
Dude, I can't believe that, man.
Are you kidding me?
Was it like, the 12th, the 12th was, yesterday. Or what I listened to, it was Saturday.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it didn't even like occur to me. And I saw so many people who were like, yeah, I just went and subscribed because I can't wait now.
It's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be so good, guys.
I can't believe it.
There's so much going on right now. I mean, and we'll get into Resistance, but Scott, I don't know if you agree with me, man. It like picked up this week.
It was a weird week. That's all I'm gonna say. This was a bizarre week in the fandom. It's weird. As of right now, it's like every week is a new thing that's been focused on. It's like this week, whatever week this would be, week 11. It's like weird things happening in Star Wars. It's like Freddie Prinze Jr., the trailer insanity, the Yoda.
Which I guess by the time you're listening to this, how good was that trailer?
Yeah.
That dropped yesterday. Was it? No, I think it's coming next month. It's coming sometime.
It was so weird.
For December.
There was a lot of chaos this week, and there was some leaks by Making Star Wars that I hope we can discuss at some point. And Greg Grunberg. I mean, it's just there's a lot of different names I didn't think I'd be saying this week, like Freddie Prinze Jr. and Greg Grunberg. So it's one of those, and I'm very happy with how these weeks have been going, but hopefully we'll have some answers. It's been fun to see the fandom get very strange and then get very happy, and it's just I kind of like it. It's kind of weird.
It's kind of a roller coaster, but we're on. Rise of Skywalker is coming up, like, dude,
it's very soon.
Like, it's gonna sneak up behind us and snap our necks, like, very soon. Oh, I don't know why I went there. I go there. Oh, action. Smoke bomb. John Jake, we had him on last week.
Yes, we did, and he was a wonderful guest, man.
Speaking of the fandom and like how crazy it is. No, I'm just kidding. No, dude. Seriously though, Jake was such an awesome guest. I had so much fun like talking with him last week. And like,
he hasn't started his podcast yet, but I hope everyone's waiting for it because I know I am.
Dude, for sure. You guys need to be watching out for Jake's podcast whenever it comes out. Jake, man, I'm sure you're listening right now, and we're looking forward, buddy. Come on,
make it happen, baby.
The people have spoken. They want a Jake podcast, Junlin Jake, the podcast. I don't know what you're gonna call it, but I'm excited.
The Junlin Lake. That was a stupid comment. That was so stupid.
Scotty, go home.
I just finished off this glass bottle of Angry Orchard hard cider rosé, and I'm feeling a little Laffy Taffy here. Hey, one thing I want to discuss.
Pretty good.
Hey,
way to change the subject. Are we gonna go back to how you're gonna get like carried out of Galaxy's Edge?
listening to damn it, what's the song's name?
Una Dewey Day.
Una Dewey Day. No, look, here's the deal, Gerry. I've been thinking about something a lot recently that no one else has said. So let's book it. I'm the first. Hey, Patrick. Hey.
Patrick, has Patrick made a cameo on the show yet?
I don't know, but he is now entered. Hey,
okay. Patrick is a cat, guys. Don't.
Yes, Patrick's a cat. No, Patrick here. He. I guess I'm gonna speak on his behalf. Patty was telling me just now. No one else has brought this up either, and I want to be the first to bring it up. So book it, guys. Right, Patrick? Nothing. Okay.
You gotta work on your timing, Patrick. God.
I know. So I really think, and look, you heard it here first at the Bombad-Cast with Scotty and Gerry, that I think there's going to be a second Mando trailer. Yes, you heard that right. I think November 1st, we're going to get a second Mando trailer. Just to zone in on everything that we want in this series, and that Disney Plus is going to do well that very first day. I just know it.
Book it.
Book it.
Honestly, do you have a source on this, or is this just like you feel it out in the universe?
It's a hunch. Well, no, it's funny. I was helping a friend paint last week, and we were talking, and he's got a child on the way, and he was like, "Yeah, I just signed up for that new Disney streaming service." He's like, "I'm like, oh no way, really?" And he goes, "Yeah, just whenever the kid comes, we'll have it on, and it'll be nice and kid friendly." And I'm like, "Oh yeah," and I said, "You do know there's going to be like a Star Wars show on there, right?" He goes, "No, I had no idea." And it's just funny that this is how a lot of people are going to find out about this show. It's going to be the first day they get it because it's a Disney series. They're going to see something that looks pretty nitty and gritty, and then it's going to, they're going to click on it. They're going to be hopefully absolutely stoked to, actually have it happen and see it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and
I agree with you, man. Like, I don't know. I feel like we should be getting something because it's coming down to the wire, and usually with the streaming shows, it's different with a Star Wars show. I feel like they dropped all those trailers. What was it, September?
Yeah.
They dropped all those trailers and right before, at least Netflix, like a week or two before, will drop trailers too.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure. I don't know. I have a feeling that you're correct.
Well, just to get the ball rolling, I mean, I would be more excited to get another trailer for it, and I really hope they might throw some crazy stuff in there to get people like, oh, whoa, this is going to be awesome. And one thing I will say is, it's I'm very happy they're doing the weekly release because it kind of dawned on me recently. When Stranger Things dropped in July, I had to avoid I still haven't seen it. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I had to avoid spoilers for those 2 weeks. I just did. I was in the middle of a move.
Right.
There was a lot going on in my life, and I successfully avoided them. And you know who hasn't heard a single spoiler for the show? This guy. I don't know. I still don't know what happens.
I was gonna guess Patrick, but okay.
Yeah, no, no, seriously, I still don't know what happened, but it goes to show you that when they drop everything at once, the whole population becomes obsessed with it, and then no one cares anymore. Just being honest, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's smart with like the Game of Thrones and the Walking Dead, and now the Mandalorian's aspect of releasing things is week by week. Because I mean, I'll see Walking Dead is probably trending right now if I really were to look. Probably be trending right now. If Game of Thrones was still on, it would still be trending.
Right.
Then I have a feeling that when the Mando drops, that first day it's going to trend. People are like, oh, what's this? And they watch like, man, that actually was pretty good. Who's this Dave Filoni guy, you know? I've never seen that name before.
Why does he always wear a cowboy hat?
Well, then the crazy thing's going to be when, let's say that next week, the next episode drops. Then I see more people talking about it. I'm just excited for that. I'm just excited to have people that normally wouldn't talk about it. So that's going to be awesome. But anyway, man, I need to get on to one thing we haven't really discussed. Well, actually, we talked about it last week. Gerry, do you mind if I do the Bombad fact of the show?
Absolutely, Scott. Go for it.
Okay, so this week's Bombad fact deals with the amazing and wonderful Boss Nass. But not only just Boss Nass, I'm talking about Brian Blessed. He actually turned 83 this past week. And I got some more information about him straight from Wikipedia. All right, are you ready, gang?
Let's hear it.
Aye, Captain. Okay, so Brian Blessed, he was born October 9th of 1936. He's an English actor who was the voice of Boss Rugor Nass in The Phantom Menace. He also appeared as Prince Fulton in the 1980 cult classic film Flash Gordon. Bless rose to fame for portraying P.C. Fancy Smith in the long-running BBC police drama The Z-Cars. He portrayed Roman Emperor Augustus' 1976 series 1 Claudius alongside with Cyan Phillips, who played Augustus' wife, Livia. Bless appeared in the 1988 miniseries War and Remembrance, in which Kenneth Colley also appeared. He is also known for playing King Ykranos in Doctor Who story Mind Warp, having once been offered the role of the Second Doctor, and having a recurring role in the first series of Black Ladder as the fictional King Richard IV. Blessed is also known for a booming voice and loud personality that has made him a popular choice in animation, both on television and in programs such as Peppa Pig and The Amazing World of Gumball, as well as films such as Disney's Tarzan. Now, one thing I will say, if you've ever seen an interview with him, it's amazing. He's very all over the place, if that says anything.
He's very much Boss Nass. I totally see him just in an interview going like
legit, you're not joking. He really is just like that.
Like what kind of a choice was that, for one thing? Like, that was just like, it's a brilliant choice for one thing.
Yes. It makes sense.
That is the choice of a man who has been a distinguished actor.
Yes.
They make the weirder kind of cool choices with characters.
That's funny. I wonder. I guess because he was affiliated with Did it say that in here? I guess I thought I read that. Oh, Flash Gordon. Yeah, I guess because he was affiliated with Flash Gordon, I guess George Lucas reached out to him. Maybe. I don't know.
It may be.
For one thing, I will say he plays one of my favorite characters from the prequels. I think Boss Nass is amazing.
Oh. He might have been. Well, yeah, I was gonna say because he tried to get Flash Gordon. He wasn't in the original serials of Flash.
No.
But he was okay because I was like, man, he's old.
No, he was
like an embryo.
Yeah, exactly. But no, he was
a tadpole.
He was in the film Flash Gordon, the one that Queen made the music for, which is also kind of crazy. Right. Man, I'm so glad George Lucas did not get the Flash Gordon rights.
It could be a pretty sweet. I would be surprised if they don't make one in the next 10 years. Honestly,
you don't think?
Kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor Ragnarok style is probably what it'll end up being, because that's kind of what everyone looks at now.
Yeah.
Hey, make it like that.
I'm not gonna lie. This is very off topic. When I first saw Guardians 1 in theaters, I was 19. When I first saw it, I thought this is what it must have been like to see A New Hope in the theaters for the first time, because it was one of like, yeah, I did. I thought that because of the scene where all the ships are lined up and they're blocking the big what's his name? Dang it!
Oh, the bigger ship though. It was the
yes. Why can't I remember his name?
Gosh, I was watching like this is not a Mark.
Ronan.
Anyway,
Ronan the Accuser. Yes. No.
It's like as soon as you started saying it, I was like, oh yes.
No. Exactly. No. Whenever I first saw that scene, I'm like, man, this is what 1977 must have felt like, because it was so unexpected. It was so epic, and like, I don't know. I think that movie is probably one of my favorite Marvel movies. Anyway, Brian Blessed. Anything else you want to mention about him? I just hope he shows back up somewhere. And if you haven't yet, do yourself a favor, go watch an interview about him playing Boss Nass, or just an interview with him in general. It's hilarious. He is such a character, very eclectic.
I don't know. Like, he is one of those like very eccentric people.
Eccentric. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Well, no, eclectic's a good word too, because he's just a collection of random thoughts.
Yes.
This dude, like, I couldn't believe he was 83. I saw
exactly.
It. You've got to be kidding me.
Like, if you look up a photo of him too, he's a scary looking dude. Like, I would not want to cross paths with him. Like, his eyes are dark brown and terrifying. Ooh.
Kind of like an Ewok's eyes, right?
Yeah, and his mouth maybe is the size of Steven Tyler's mouth. It's very large. And his teeth are...
He's Boss Nass with a beard.
Legit. No, I'm looking at it right now. This is a terrifying image. I don't even want to look at this anymore. Oh my God.
Hey! All respect to Brian Blessed.
Yes.
God bless you, sir.
Can't wait to have him on the show.
Bless you, blessed.
Look, hey, Gerry, wait.
We love you and you're not horrifying.
We forgot to mention one thing today. Oh my God, what is wrong with us?
What? What's
By
that?
the time you are hearing this, my wonderful Bombad people, we will more than likely have a brand new spanking logo for y'all to be staring your beautiful little eyes at.
Your meaty little
demon eyes.
Flesh grapes. That's disgusting. Isn't that you want horrifying, Scotty? I can conjure up some images for you.
You've got some good adjectives there. Some good nouns.
Thank you. Those brain grapes of yours will be beholding some awesome, fantastic
how weird this is getting.
new logos for the Bombad-Cats.
New logos, baby. What does that mean?
I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I was gonna like text you this sometime, but we're gonna have a staff meeting right here. Are you freaking ready? Staff meeting, because it's happening. It's happening right here. You guys
put my glasses
you're all
on.
Here. Hold on. Let's see. Okay.
Do you have Yeah, I was gonna say, do you have the reports pulled up?
I got them all right here, but they're blank. So
what?
But what I was gonna say, we're getting a new logo, right?
Yeah, we are.
So what's to stop us from finally having T-shirts for the Bombad people to buy?
What?
To own? I say that like, oh, what's to keep us from making money off these suckers?
I'm Bob Iger.
Where's the Bob Iger bell? Where is it?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Get the Bob Iger. We're holding on, man.
Hold on.
Oh my God, he's running. I've never seen Gerry move so fast. His little Ewok feet generally don't keep up. Look, it's just me here, guys. Gerry just fleed the whole entire set. He was mentioning something about his Bob Iger bell. I'm really sorry if he doesn't come back. If he doesn't come back, you've got a monologue from me for the rest of the show. He's back. He's actually back.
All right. Oh man, I have a side stitch. I'm just kidding. Cardio. Scott.
Yeah.
What's to stop us from making T-shirts and making a little money? That is a bike bell. That is a bike bell.
It still has the packaging on it?
It is no lie. No, it has the packaging, and no lie, it is called the model is a Dinger 200. So,
Ooh.
you're welcome, internet. You're welcome.
Yeah, I hope everyone's car speakers are blown from the Dinger 200.
Was it that loud?
It's pretty loud. It's
Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
Look, Gerry. Anytime we mention Bob Iger, yeah, you have to make the noise. So, yeah, no, we'll be making money off you suckers soon. There we go, baby. Anyway, yeah, no, that's my that's my eye it's my eyes blinking.
It's rolling in.
Yeah, no, I literally see the money just pouring from your ceiling. That's insane.
It's pretty crazy. It's actually I'm gonna start using this to just patch up some of the holes in my walls because I've needed this. That's how you use the money, right?
Yeah.
No, okay. So besides all of this weird money talk and stuff, like no. So seriously, tell us what you guys would think about maybe getting some Bombad T-shirts also hold on one sec. Sorry, that worked.
That was his little Ewok sneeze.
That is stinging. I leaned away from the mic, so I apologize.
That was his little Ewok sneeze.
This is off the rails again. You know what that bell means? It's time to move on. Anyway, but yeah, no, seriously, tell us, guys, what you think about us getting some Bombad T-shirts and I don't know, letting you guys kind of spread the Bombad love even further in your universe. So, Scotty, back to you.
Oh, well, look, guys, I'm just writing something in that's going to make Gerry laugh very hard later, but I will not tell him what it is till it's in post-production. Okay, so the Rise of Skywalker trailer. When the hell are we getting this damn thing? Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry. That was very loud and mean. When?
I don't really appreciate it when you take the Lord's name in vain, Scotty, so...
I didn't say his name. Did I?
I don't know. I was just being dumb. Anyway, so we're supposed to.
Is your savior Satan?
Dude,
because I said, what the hell?
Oh my gosh, what have I done?
Exposed yourself.
Like George Bluth. Gosh, dang it! Like Joe Bluth, I've made a horrible mistake.
All right, when are we getting this trailer? That's enough of that conversation. So, for everyone still wondering, I think it's the 21st. I have no doubt in the Black Series Rebel people. They don't do no wrong. You know,
dude. No, for real. In fact, I was tweeting at I don't know. It's you know what?
What
the trailer wars have, and honestly, by now they're pretty much done because I think there were the two sides. Were the 14th and the 21st.
Yeah, it definitely was.
For some weird reason, it was like a huge battle.
It was weird.
Which what you were referencing.
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out. Still couldn't figure it out.
The weirdness of I'm Team 14th. Well, I'm Team 21st. Jack is purring into the microphone right now. We both have our cats in the room, so.
Yes. I don't know where Patrick went, to be honest with you.
Oh, no. You gotta watch out. He's probably sneaking up on you.
Yes.
They're constantly plotting to kill you. It's a scientific fact.
It's true.
They're essentially tiny tigers. But anyway, it's pretty...
well, Gerry, what team are you?
When you think about it.
Are you team October 21st?
I was honestly team whenever the heck it came out.
You know what's funny?
But I leaned towards the 21st. Go ahead.
I was hoping when we started recording this, somewhere in the middle of this recording, we both get notifications from Twitter and it was like teaser tomorrow, or trailer tomorrow.
Yeah.
And they show that one little clip of a teaser. We'll overanalyze the heck out of it, but there's still nothing.
Dude. Well, and did you see that Night of Sean or something? Sean, I forget his last name on there. I'm sorry, buddy. I think I got your handle right. But he posted the Force Awakens teaser.
Yeah.
Trailer teaser from 2015, and like people were like upset. I was like, they were just like, dude, not cool, because he shared it, and I was like, oh, cool, okay, all right, we'll have stuff to talk about.
Let
and
me
then,
see. Wait, let me see it.
oh, dude, it's perfect.
Which Sean is it? There's so many Seans. They don't even mean to me.
It's Sean, Night of Sean, at Night of Sean. And it is just, do you guys? This is great radio, isn't it? Like it's us like looking up
Why
people
can't
on
I find it?
over the air.
Sean.
Dude, Night of Sean.
Is it like NIGHT of Sean or like KNIG?
Sean, no, sorry, it's Sean Ryer, Rise of Ryer. At Rise of Ryer. Of Ryer.
Look, what? Wait, here it is. Hold on, Rise of Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. Let's see it. I'm pulling it up right now.
I think we just like lost all of our like downloads.
Which one? Where is it? Oh wait,
Sean.
Oh,
Sean.
yes.
At Rise of Ryer, dude. He was
tweeted.
We met Sean. We met Sean at the. Isn't it great? We met Sean. Shout out to you, buddy. Like it was not awesome meeting you at the Resistance broadcast
How the
meetup.
heck did he find that? How did he find that?
Dude, he scrolled and scrolled and scrolled.
There's no way you scrolled that long. Shut the front door. It's amazing.
Dude, maybe he like just all you got to do is like look up the date, right? Maybe no, probably I don't know.
That's hilarious. And in all caps, he put yes.
He got a lot of people at first. I'm like, what?
He got. Oh wait, now I see this. All these people are posting memes of it was. This is hilarious. Oh, go you, Sean. That's
dude,
great.
Yeah. Sean, legit job, dude. Thank you for
that's funny.
Making everyone like crap their pants this morning.
I just retweeted it. That is amazing. Oh my god, it's pretty amazing. I love that. Anyway, I'm sorry. We digress. We jerk past.
So the trailer's coming out in October, possibly.
Yeah,
we're getting so many teases. Like people were like, the big thing that the 14th people were holding on to was that John Boyega's agent posted.
That was weird. Come on now, that dude knows. Let's be honest. I'm being serious. That dude don't know nothing. What?
Well, and it's funny because like people are like, but it's his agent, and like Lauren Romo. Shout out to Lauren from the Galactic Podcast.
Yes.
Be listening, guys. We're gonna have the Galactic Podcast gals on next week if I can talk correctly. Blah blah blah. The tongue of the teeth and tip of the tongue. Anyway, so we're gonna have them on next week. But she was saying like agent really means that he works for Lucasfilm and stuff, or the agents they know more than Lucasfilm. But anyway. Guys, whenever it drops, it's gonna drop. At this point, let's just get the trailer so we can all geek out and
that's all I want.
Each other and be like, oh my gosh, can you believe Palpatine came out in like Death Star boxers? Oh, sorry, I need to grab my robe.
Give me my robe.
It's got a lot of lint on it. Roll it again.
That's so stupid. You're such a moron.
Thanks.
All right, look, this is probably gonna. You know what? At this point, I think it's a cool leak. I'm just gonna bring it up. If you do not like leaks, skip ahead. Maybe 5 or 6 minutes. I'm looking at it right now. Skip ahead a little bit. Because
we'll give like a time code maybe so you guys can come back.
That's too much work. Just skip ahead.
Keep skipping ahead until you hear us talking about Resistance.
Yes.
But we are about to spoilers for The Mandalorian. So possible spoilers.
Okay. Well, I will say this.
Hold on. Here's a spoiler bell. Watch out. Here it comes. Come the spoilers.
If everything I read true about this leak is real, I just can't believe what may come of this show. So we know The Mandalorian will be releasing in what seems to be less than a month, and they're going to be dropping it weekly with 8 episodes. So by the time it'll be done, it'll be January 12th, somewhere around that time, maybe. By the time it's done, it'll be around that time. And apparently somewhere in the 6th episode, we're going to be getting some insane things, as per what Jason Ward said on Making Star Wars, the leaking news site, which is a great site. He mentioned that he was around the production area of The Mandalorian, and I don't know how he gets this ability. I don't know. Maybe people like leaking things to him. I don't know what it is, but he said he was in a coffee shop and he talked to some people that work for the production staff of The Mandalorian, and I don't know if they're filming season 2, if they're doing stuff for season 1 still. He didn't really mention that, but apparently. And this is where the leak comes in, so if you want to skip, I would suggest skipping now.
Last chance.
We are going to be getting, and this is absolutely insane, I had to tell everyone I knew about this whenever I read it.
Before man. Well, no, never mind. You know what? Give it, and then I'll give my reaction.
We will be getting a writing credit from George Lucas. Now, that's something that's pretty crazy, and you may ask... Wait,
Scott. I thought George Lucas hated Disney. Why the BABU FRICK is George Lucas coming in to get a writing credit for friggin' The Mandalorian on friggin' Disney Plus? Because Bob Iger made fun of him. Bob Iger didn't like him and made fun of him and told him, we don't like your...
He's crying.
Why?
Stop crying, baby.
Why are they so mean to George? Leave George alone. You leave George alone.
Well, I'll tell you this much, crybaby Gerry.
I don't know where that came from.
Gerry had some sort of episodic fit.
Leave George alone.
He's channeling his inner Chris Crocker from 2006.
Deep cut.
Even Gerry was like, man, I have not heard that since bygone era. Since a long time ago. Anyway, in a galaxy far, far away. Yeah, George Lucas is getting writing credit, and I'll tell you why. Because he's adding a little bit more lore into the Star Wars universe. Yes, he is. And you might not believe me, but spoiler warning yet again. If you do not want to be spoiled, and I am fine with being spoiled about this, because this is some deep cut stuff. We're
getting into the real stuff, guys. Seriously, run away now if you don't want to be spoiled, and if you still care about George Lucas.
As per what Jason Ward wrote, he said we will be getting the return of a Yoda-like species of aliens, and there will be several of them apparently, and they have several masks already made that look just like Yoda, and it's all done. Like we will be getting that species of Yoda. It will I guess Yoda species and Yaddle species. I was gonna say.
So you're saying it's not a Yoda-like.
No.
This Yoda species.
Yes.
The same species, and they made puppets.
Yes, they made actual puppets for every one of them. I can't.
Fucking crap,
dude. If this is really the case, I have no idea what this show's gonna do, like at all. Point blank.
It's going to. Can you? Okay, if that's episode 6, let's see, 6 weeks. Are we going to be getting that episode before Rise of Skywalker?
I think it'd be right on the same exact time. Same exact time.
Okay, so imagine.
I'm gonna look at my watch. You've
got a couple hours before. You got a few hours before showtime. You know, you like, oh, the new episode of The Mandalorian dropped. You turn it on. They friggin' drop what Yoda's species is.
Yep.
You have several more Yodas. They're trying to kill people.
Dude, guess what week it will be? If it's, oh my god. It'll be the week of the Rise of Skywalker. I can't wait to be podcasting then.
The 12th. What day is it going to drop? Is it going to drop
the 17th of December? No, the 17th. If they're going to stick it to a Tuesday release day.
Holy crap!
Oh my god!
Okay, let me. Okay, no, let me. They're okay. You know, like that. That has you ever watched any Chappelle shows?
Yes.
Scott?
Yeah, I love Dave Chappelle.
You know that episode, the black white supremacist,
Yes.
where like hood falls off and like everyone explode.
The one guy's head pops.
Like
blood goes everywhere.
that is what's going to happen
Oh man.
a week
Oh,
to Star
my
Wars
chest
fans.
hurts. I can't
There's gonna
believe
be like
I read
it's gonna
that.
be like scanners. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay,
What
here's the thing though. Here's the thing.
Resistance, Mando, Fallen Order. Oh my god. And you know
okay?
what the worst part is? Is probably
What?
that Sunday. Let me see. When do they usually? That Monday is going to be probably the premiere of the movie. You know, they usually the premiere that Monday or that Sunday or Saturday.
Oh, dude! So we're gonna have like a live stream of the red carpet.
Oh my
Carpet. What's the space carpet? What color carpet are they gonna do this year?
I don't know. They did for Infinity War. I think they did purple or something.
Hey, this is not a Marvel friggin' podcast.
Sorry, guys.
This is Star Wars.
Jeez. Calm down, Dad.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry, champ. No, dude. For Last Jedi, they
Jerry.
did like the white with the red streaked carpet.
Yeah.
Crate.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, dude. I'm getting like a red and blue theme from Rise of Skywalker.
What if?
Maybe we're gonna get red and blue.
What if it's like a world between worlds and like every step they take there's like a circle around it?
Holy cow. That would be impressive if they just do like
an LED
touchscreen.
touchscreen.
LED touchscreen underneath their feet. Oh man, no wonder every other country hates us. No, dude. Okay, so back to Yoda's species revealed. Okay, let me say
December 17th.
my reaction at first was almost like throwing my phone. No, it wasn't throwing my phone, but I was seriously like the one thing I said whenever like Disney bought Lucasfilm, when the acquisition happened, everyone started speculating like crazy about what was going to happen. There were articles about like how they're thinking about doing spin-off films.
Yeah.
Like single characters. And that was one of the films rumored Yoda spin-off.
Yeah.
I was fervently against it.
Me too.
Because I don't want to ruin Yoda's mystique.
Nope.
I didn't want to know what his species was, and I felt that way when I read this too. But
that's one of the things, though.
let me say, I've been sitting with it.
Oh my god!
I kind of want it now, especially because it's more. I want to see more Yodas.
Yes.
I want to call him. I want to. You know what? I'm gonna call it right now, guys. You get what? Okay, you want to? I don't know if we want to make a bet or if maybe we don't need to make a bet because I don't.
It's a leak still,
It's a leak.
Yeah.
But I want to make a prediction. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the species is going to be called Minch. Minches. The Minch. Yoda the Minch.
Wait, why?
That was like Yoda Minch, or Minch Yoda was like Yoda's original name, like in the
Really?
Minch Yoda, M-I-N.
Oh.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but whatever that it's Minch or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think they're gonna what has Lucasfilm done? Turn after turn.
Yeah.
Throughout. Everyone gets upset because they're like, oh, they're ruining what George Lucas created. No, they're digging back into the good ideas that weren't used.
Exactly.
They're going back and doing deep cuts. They're being very reverent to what was created. And I think they're going to be called Minches or something like that. So you heard it here first, guys, the Bombad-Cast. I think that Yoda's species will be called Minches. Yoda was a Minch.
Well, so...
Which is kind of a magical, to me, that's still kind of a magical name.
It is. Definitely. No, one thing I want to bring up, pardon my voice, it is sort of choking out of happiness. One thing I want to bring up. I looked into some more leaks on this, and there's some things I think will be interesting. I don't even want to give them away to Gerry, but I feel like Gerry, this won't be that much of a spoiler or anything, but like, they, around New Year's Eve, Jason had put out another leak of like this R2 unit with like skinny arms and like a spear, and like, apparently...
Oh, yeah, the one that, the R2 unit with legs and arms.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
Apparently that's also real. Like, he got reaffirmation from that again. in that same
dude.
article. I was like, what? What is this show gonna do? I'm just like, I can't.
Well,
I can't.
That's
believe
essentially L3. That's essentially
yes.
37 because she was an astromech droid who basically like built herself up like a bigger body and stuff. I had the black suit. It's hard to like tell on the film. She looks very symmetrical and stuff.
It's
on
her
there,
chest
but, like,
plate.
you look at the figure and stuff too. Like the legs are kind of different. Like she's got different feet.
Yeah.
And and even the hands. Like she's got one hand that's like 5 fingers and one that's like 2 big fingers. It's like a Ninja Turtle hand.
Yeah.
That is a brilliant design. Like I love it because like she found what she could and she put herself. Anyway, I digress. I'm excited to see what this. Give me more like mismatched, cobbled together droids.
There's one other leak. I don't even want to keep getting into it. It's just a deeper hole. But I don't know if you ever heard. You heard the one about the TIE Fighter? Did you hear the one about the TIE Fighter yet?
The TIE Whisperer.
Not. Can I tell you what it is, or do you not want to hear it? It's not that big of a deal. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. That's the thing with these leaks. I don't know.
In Mandalorian or Rise of Skywalker?
Mandalorian.
Okay, you can give me the Mandalorian one because I love it.
Isn't that funny?
I'm excited for all the reveals, but it's not the last episode.
No, isn't that funny? But the thing is, it's not even.
But
I'm
still super jacked.
It's like I texted you. I said I don't think it's a story point. I think it's just an interesting thing they're gonna do with this show. For the Mandalorian,
lay it on us, Scott.
Another leak.
If you're, but hold on. If you've fast forwarded and you're just now tuning back in, we are not done with leaks.
We are 10 minutes later. We're still going.
Freaking kicking in the door on leaks. You guys are just welcome to the Thunderdome.
But it's Mandalorian leaks, so it's
Mandalorian leaks. Yeah, so
not as deep. Anyway, so this other one I heard, which will be piloted by the guy from Breaking Bad, is a TIE Fighter with a flamethrower on it. And like joke, will like fly.
I don't think that's a deep plot point.
I know, but still, like the visual of that's gonna be incredible. You know, it's one of those things. Anyway, I think we should stop talking about leaks because why didn't I think about it earlier? If they're gonna stick the drop date to every Tuesday, then that 6th episode will be out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my God! We'll be out. Whoa! I'm knocking stuff over. that 6th episode will be out the week the Rise of Skywalker drops. Oh my God!
It's going to be insane.
Oh.
We thought The Force Awakens, like the 2015 was the year of Star Wars. This is the year of the Star War. Like
you're not joking there.
Dude,
I don't know either. I don't know. Should we talk about Resistance?
We probably should because we talked an hour about nonsense. So
I don't know if I'd even call it nonsense because there's some good stuff here, man.
Oh, there's some like, hey, if this is a classic Bombad-Cast episode, guys. Yeah. Like seriously, if you're not enjoying this, then you must not be a fan of Bombad-Cast.
Yeah, with our new logo, man.
We're glad you're here. We welcome all.
Yeah.
We love all, and we're gonna kick in your doors and yell Mandalorian spoilers.
Steal your children. Oh no, never. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, that really just kicked it up a notch.
Steal your Bombad beanie babies. All right, here we go. We're gonna.
Oh, now we got to try to like license some Bombad beanies. So, anyway.
Okay, so Resistance. Gerry got me a pretty good leak earlier too. What is up with us in the leak game and the prediction game and the book it game of?
We're becoming official podcasters.
We really are.
We are becoming a Star Wars aggregate of ourselves. And
yes.
Star Wars aggregate, I mean, we just kind of aggravate everyone.
Yeah. With our new logo.
Poke at them. Yeah.
500 followers on Twitter. You failed to mention that again, you awful co-host. Garbage co-host.
Where's that on the notes? Come on. Yes, contrary to what you guys might think, we have notes. We do have notes.
I write them. So
but
that
anyway,
was my mistake.
Well, you know what? We'll give a shout out for that later.
Will we?
Well, you know what? thank you to everyone out there. If you guys shared like our
that
post,
was awesome.
really appreciate.
We really appreciate
just
that.
Like, wasn't it just like last month we hit 400?
That was nuts.
Or like a month and a half. I don't even remember. Like, it's flying so fast, but it's because of all of you guys. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
And you shared that post. If you're a new listener, you came here because of that. Welcome. Please don't run away scared.
Don't.
We love you. We just like to have fun here at the Bombad-Cats. So
yeah.
Come. As I always want that. I want that. Why is that not a GIF available on Twitter?
What?
Is Snoke in TLJ when he he goes Young Ray, but I don't want the Young Ray part. I just want him saying welcome. And then I want to say that I almost sent that to Mar, who that new fan, the famous brand new fan who came on was it Labor Day or whatever. Anyway,
yes.
She's fantastic, and we would love to have her on sometime. So Mar, if you're listening,
plug.
But I almost long story short, I wanted to find that GIF, and it is nowhere. It is nowhere on the internet. So someone, if you can make the GIF of Snoke sitting in his chair, creepily going, welcome. Probably shouldn't send that to new fans though.
No.
A creepy, wrinkly old dude,
welcome.
If he's a 3 3/4 figure being adopted by some fantastic fans. But he's just when he's a 9 foot tall geriatric creepo with bad fingernails.
God, they're so gross.
But anyway, we should probably move on and talk about the main topic of the show, the reason you all came here instead of our aimless wandering. Star Wars Resistance. I know what you're saying. Wait, Gerry. Canon Junkie. Did we? Sorry, calling me by my my official name.
His moniker.
My moniker. They say Canon Junkie a lot on Force Center.
I noticed that.
Every time they say it, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, wait a second, did I get it from there? Or
No. Well, also, I think someone used it. Pete must have used it when he was interviewing Alex. It was like, you can't be a Canon Junkie, and I'm like,
oh, he did, because I remember going yes, Pete. Oh wait, okay, we're not on the show. I am standing at work. Anyway, but I know what you're saying though, guys. Canon Junkie, Gerry,
my man.
Talked about Star Wars Resistance.
You already talked about Star Wars Resistance.
We did. Yes, we did. We talked about the show in general, but me and Scotty wanted to have we wanted to kind of talk about this new season and where it's going, because seriously, again,
good stuff.
We've already done a show on it. We're doing another one. You guys should not be
another one.
You should not be sleeping on this show. Seriously, it is like so many people are like, I don't know, it looks kiddie and stuff. Yes, it is, dude. It's actually really funny. Okay,
it's getting intense.
It's getting very intense. It's like they mix the humor and tension very well, though. But okay, so we've had. Oh, excuse me. This is a raw episode.
Raw.
But anyway.
Well, no, really, I want to ask you this.
I had
Gerry somehow got a video of the second episode before it even was posted or anything. Great episode.
Don't say that.
Oh, Gerry didn't.
The episode should be on Disney now, but no, there are 2 episodes out, and so Lucasfilm, we love you. Please invite us to the premiere or something.
We're just Star Wars fans. That's all we are. Just clamoring from some Star Wars content. Look, great episode.
Coffee.
By the way, I really enjoyed it. I really dug the chipmunk voices.
Oh my gosh. Well, so yeah, we watched it, and it's it was it's gonna sound a little better. Hey, Jack.
There's Jack.
Jack is there. Now we've had both cats talk on the podcast. But we okay. So the first episode, I actually got to see it at Celebration, so I can really talk about it.
It's good
that we're here. Knock my microphone over. We can sit here. We can talk about this. I can finally get this off my chest, guys. It was so much fun watching that at Celebration.
I couldn't imagine.
Scott Gibson, Gibby, I love you, man. It was so much fun. See, Scott had never watched Gibby, so we'll call him Gibby to keep confusion away from everyone listening. No, Gibby and me were like watching it. It was his first time ever watching Resistance, and I can't imagine that being your first time because it was kind of like a. Some people will say it was kind of like it was a slower episode.
Well, yeah, but it's a
still,
season 1. I mean, season 2, episode 1.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, I loved how it was. First of all, we have a complete scenery change from, every episode got kind of like tired, and they make fun of it in that episode as well. Niku, who is acts of Star Wars. I'm sorry, I know it's
That's
like
a good point, man.
I know it's a trope from like he's literal. People were like, oh, they're basically just doing Drax, but I love Niku. Niku is
amazing.
He's such a funny character.
I like him.
Oh, dude, I love Niku, but I love how he has the line of dialogue where he's talking about, it's so great to be out and off of Castellon, the same thing every day. Sun comes up, sun goes down. Sun comes up, sun goes down.
That was amazing.
It was so funny. It's clearly making reference to we know the show was kind of repetitive at first, but you had to give us time. The good thing about the first season is we got to spend time get to really know these characters
and understand the environment and the ship itself and where everything's structured in the ship. That was awesome.
Okay, the Colossus is a character in and of itself on the show. That was to get to know all of that and then basically put our hearts through meat grinders in those last couple of episodes where we see the events of The Force Awakens take place, where Kaz, who is from spoilers if you haven't seen Resistance, why are you listening? Go ahead, go watch it. Seriously, it is so good. But we've got Kaz watching his homeworld of Hosnian Prime destroyed in The Force Awakens. See, that was the seat of the Republic in the time of The Force Awakens. And just from there, the whole turn of Tam deciding to join the First Order, or go with the First Order.
Chef's kiss.
Oh, dude, that was so... People were like saying, oh, this is a crazy kiddie... this is just a kiddie show that does stupid pratfalls.
Nope.
Hey, there is a little bit of that, but dude, that is a deep and serious plot point. That is we haven't ever seen that.
No. For someone to join the dark side, or I guess the other side, just because
join up with that side, yeah. Well, and because she had that cool interaction with them about how she didn't think the Empire was that bad. Her grandpa worked for the Empire.
Yep.
He just was a normal person. He was a good person.
Which makes sense, because I'm sure there's a lot of normal people and good people for the Empire.
Absolutely.
Makes a lot of sense.
I love how they're exploring this gray area, and I think we're going to get more of that in Mandalorian for sure.
Yes, but definitely.
This show for kids. It's for younger kids. It is. My 2-year-old actually loves it because it's colorful and bright and fun. But seriously, guys, there's some good, deep, if you're a lore junkie, if you're a canon junkie like me, you need to be watching this show. But anyway, this episode, to have the change from the ocean planet escape, which was always cool, and they had a lot of cool monsters in it too.
Yeah.
To go from that to a space, they're basically lost in space. They come out of hyperspace and they everything's going haywire. They don't have gravity or anything. There's actually some really funny sequences too. What did you think about that whole sequence in the bar?
With the gravity going up, going down, going up.
You got orcs,
going down. And then they got heavy.
Flicks and Orca, and that one of my favorite background characters who's not Opipit is that dude, that older dude with the mustache.
Yes.
He shines in that episode, man.
He does.
So he's like, oh man, he's trying to float and swim and get his drink. And then the gravity comes back on. Guys, it's so good.
It's a great episode.
Dead Scotty. Chef's kiss.
Well, I will say this, the whole first episode was a good way to kind of make me get back into the feeling of the show. Because there was some very serious stuff that happened too with Tam, and seeing how that character's changed, and Kaz messaging her and stuff. It's kind of nice to be back, and the one thing I really do like is how this is weird, but I noticed that after watching the second episode that aired of course, today, and I watched it on Monday. That second episode,
Legally.
a lot of the clips from the trailer were from those two episodes. So I think what they'll be doing with these next couple episodes might be a little unexpected, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah, man. You know, I don't know. There's it seemed like if we're getting into a little more of the trailer, you know, like that trailer showed a lot of.
It did.
It showed a lot of different worlds.
Yeah.
Excited for, and it looked like we're going to get the scope of the First Order's invasion of the galaxy.
Yes.
That is what people have been clamoring for, and I know people are like, well, why don't we get it in the movies? Because you don't have time to do everything in the movies.
No, you don't.
You can explain it in dialogue or in the opening crawl. Move on. Let's get with the action. Let's see what the Skywalkers are up to. But here in the shows, this is why the shows and the books and the comics exist, is to get down to these details that people are like, well, now wait a second, because we're nerds. We like to know the details of what's going on. You don't always have to. It's a big pulpy space adventure, but here we're getting into the scope of, look, here's the First Order isn't just those ships that are chasing the Radis in last. It's not just that was where Snoke was, and he had a contingent of Star Destroyers with him. That wasn't the whole fleet. They are all over the galaxy, and we're going to see that this season, and I'm so excited.
It's going to be awesome.
I have to say, one thing I loved about this first episode, if you're kind of like not really wanting to pick, and we're like going spoiler heavy, but if you're kind of like trepidatious into jumping in, it is a great homage to like Alien.
It is great.
There's
point.
like in the middle and towards the end, they kind of like play it like almost like a space horror. Like it feels like Alien. I won't. You know what? I won't spoil what's going on there. Screw it. It was the BB-9. It wasn't BB. It's some other droid, but it's a First Order
BB
droid.
Unit. Yeah.
Down the one that what's BD-23? What's the Kaz's droid? Oh yeah, I'm sorry, BB. I didn't mean to forget your name. But that she pushed down the elevator shaft. Basically comes back and tries to. It's kind of like it is a little creepy and stuff, but they play it. Oh man, and Niku's comedy in that
on point.
Like I love when he's like floating down the hallway and it's clearly very like ominous and creepy, and he goes, "Yes, I can see how." In the dark, this could be very creepy.
It's amazing.
Well, he is so meta. I love it.
It's one of those things like, as a little kid you'd like that, but as an adult, it's still funny too. It makes sense. And
absolutely,
this show is doing one thing that none of the Star Wars shows have done. It's like it doesn't have to be deep. You don't have to be. It's not a deep, Force sensitive show. This is the first show that hasn't been like super deep in the Force or super deep into, you know, a lot of the things that we're normally used to in regards to a Star Wars show. And I'm actually very happy that it's not like that, because it's the first show that I can kind of take a step back and really embrace the characters, not focus on the dang Force so much. And I like that. I like that a lot.
And it really does a good balance of it. For one thing, it's all just a big fun adventure, and I love that. Yeah. But if you look for it, it's still got sort of those connections.
It does.
And stuff.
It definitely does.
And I love the connections to the sequel trilogy, especially in the second episode.
God, that was good.
That was okay. If you were a little put off by the first episode, which, okay, I understand. The next episode picks up and is it's amazing. It doesn't let go, man. It's so good. It doesn't. It essentially takes place during The Last Jedi.
Yep.
And oh gosh, I don't know. I just want to get into the whole thing, Scotty. Like we actually go. They said they were 3 parsecs from Dakar in the first episode. Yeah. They actually get to Dakar. And you see the smoldering
red.
You can see the smoldering ashes of the base from space.
Yes.
Like getting that image, and people were like, "What's that red circle on that planet? Is another star killer?" That's like what those autocannons from Kennedy's Dreadnought did.
God, that's awesome.
Oh, and you see the wreckage from the space battle at the beginning of TLJ.
You know
I
what?
was geeking out.
Know what it dawned on me, and you'll love this being a canon junkie.
What's
At
that?
some point in the vicinity of this whole thing, you got them trying to leave the car, and the dreadnought was discovered. You got Zay and Shriv somewhere else discovering the dreadnought. Then you got them coming up after, the dreadnought already was destroyed. And it's kind of cool to think that somewhere, and that's what I wanted to bring up. I wrote in the notes, any ideas for cameos this season? And I'm convinced we will get a Zay and Shriv show up scene.
You think so?
Oh, dog. If they're going to tie this puppy together and they find some way to do it, even if they show up on they show up on the Colossus for an episode, that'd be the way to do it. That would be the way to do it.
That would be pretty good. Well, see, and we know, and again, spoilers for Resistance Reborn, the novel coming out, and I actually got I got a free trial of audio. Gosh, why is my brain so dumb tonight?
I don't know.
I got an Audible free subscription.
Yeah.
And I got Resistance Reborn, but Zay and Shriv are going to be in that too.
Yes.
So I'm so excited.
I think they're going to show up, because if they're going to keep doing these tie-ins, that'd be the best way to tie them in. And
this is what canon junkies like me have been waiting for, is all of this tie-in through all the media.
Yeah,
it's
especially
happening.
with sequel trilogy. It's been very vacant for the sequel trilogy, and now it's been kind of way more present, which is really kind of nice and really kind of exciting, because I feel the same exact sentimentality. It's like we're kind of done with the OG trilogy, except for Mando. We're all kind of like, all right, we get it. We're kind of beating a dead horse here, but now we've got all these things that are going to be so new, and it's so refreshing. So, one thing I wanted to get into, speaking of refreshing and new, if it's going to be like Rebels, and pretty much just Rebels, do you think there's going to be a first half of season, kind of climactic ending to that first half of the season, and then it'll pick up after the Rise of Skywalker? Do you think that's the case?
I don't know if it'll pick up after Rise of Skywalker, because I feel like we're going to get like a solid ending at the end of it.
Okay.
I think we might get right up to maybe the end of TLJ, or maybe even like halfway,
No, Gerry. No, I'm sorry. I mean after the movie releases, do you think the show's going to continue to carry on? You see what I'm saying?
Oh! Yeah.
So
you know what? Yeah.
No, do you think...
Yeah.
Well, I have written here, and I wanted to know, remember when Rebels was done, or when Rogue One had come out, Rebels all of a sudden started to get a bunch of crazy Rogue One references and stuff?
Right, like the Ghost was on Yavin 4, and it was the Battle of Scarif.
Yeah. What do you think?
I want to say that they might, because like, what's it going to be like? People are like, no, they're not going to. If you just even have like the silhouette of the Colossus is like, it's iconic. It's almost iconic now. Like people, like fans who are watching Resistance will know. All you got to do is have that.
Yeah.
In like if there's a big space battle, and who am I kidding? There's at least a battle between capital ships, because
exactly.
All of those ships showing up,
crap ton,
all of the crap ton of Star Destroyers, Imperial destroyers.
Yeah,
so excited for that movie. I don't know. I think we might get a reference or something. We're gonna get like something. It may not be like an actual character saying a name, but I think we're gonna get maybe kind of like the Ghost showing up in the Battle of Scarif. We might get like
something,
or even
Fireball.
like a Fireball, you know. Got the models; those are 3D models they're using in the show.
Exactly.
That's how they. If you guys look it up, that's how they did the Ghost.
Yeah.
And Rogue One is they just took the model they used for the cartoon, and they basically just added on like 3D details. They made it more realistic.
Yeah.
And there it was. Oh, that's seriously, dude. I'm so excited. I think we might get some stuff, because
I would hope so.
They really are trying to connect all this.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. Book it, guys. Book it.
Book it, baby. Bombad-Cats, baby. Getting the fresh takes, honey. Anyway, no. Yeah, this I think this season's going to be pretty ridiculous in regards to what we might see and the First Order takeover and stuff like that. Things that a lot of people have been waiting for. I think people shouldn't sleep on this show. We talked about that in our last Resistance discussion. This is more about the new stuff, what we will see, what we might expect to see. One thing I wanted to mention, Jerry, which is kind of odd, which might not be touched on again. But do you think we will ever see another race like we did originally? Do you think we'll see any more races? Like, you think they'll get to a new planet and like end the series of the big race or something and be kind of happy?
You know, that could be the end of the series. Like
Yeah.
maybe after we, and I think we're gonna go right up to the end of Rise of Skywalker. Probably see what they did. We might get what people thought the end of Rebels was gonna be.
Yes.
Where like the Rebels was gonna be the battles.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the end of Resistance will be the Colossus in the battle of that, and that would be pretty sweet. And then maybe you get some sequel trilogy, like maybe you get like Finn and Janna, or Poe.
Some of them.
We've already gotten Poe, but maybe he comes back, man. Maybe we get Leia coming back.
Definitely.
I don't know. I kind of feel like she is coming back, but maybe that's how the series ends, though. A time of peace again, and all the Kaz and the rest of the racers kind of blasting off in a race. Maybe they're back on Castellan. Maybe they found a new.
Maybe.
Maybe they're on Batuu.
Maybe. Whoa.
Which is I don't know if it's quite confirmed, but the picture in Yeager's office of him and his family was from Batuu.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking like maybe we'll end up back on Batuu.
It's weird. It's exciting because there's whenever they have a show, you kind of tend to think about a lot of these things a lot. And as of right now, at the time of this recording, which is going to be the day October 13th, we haven't got that much Star Wars content that's been new. Now, when we're getting a new show every Tuesday, every Sunday, Fallen Order footage, the Rise of Skywalker stuff, I think, unfortunately, and this might sound mean, this show is going to end up putting to the back burner. Now, not for me, but for the fans that are like, the fans that are that don't have much time, because a lot of them don't have much time. I understand that.
I don't know. It definitely isn't everyone's favorite of the
anime
things that. I'm hoping though with Disney Plus, the first season will be on there. So after you watch everything else, I mean, what's to stop you?
That's true.
It's there, man. I think we're gonna have an uptick in people like watching and going like, and it's a better binge. The first season is a better binge than week to week. And we're only 2 episodes into this new season. This new season is really starting to ramp up quick.
Oh yeah, very quickly.
The show shines. Say that 5 times fast. But this show shines when they are like going up against the First Order.
Yes.
You kind of have episodes of dealing with the pirates, and spoiler alert, the pirates are on their side now. It's
it's great.
It's a really cool dynamic. Yes, absolutely. And so I don't know. It just, gosh, I love the ragtag crew aboard that cruiser, man. It's so fun. But no, seriously, it is probably going to take a back burner. You're probably right, but I think I think the show's going to have a second life on streaming.
Oh, totally. And I don't mean to end the conversation early, but I wanted to ask you any last thoughts really about what we may see and what we may get in the next couple of episodes. Because we'll be touching base as Bombad-Cats. We'll be touching base, reviewing episodes every now and then on this.
Yeah,
so
we might. Well, we've got our. We can plug this a little bit later too, but we got our Bombad build-up coming up, and those are going to be very focused episodes, guys.
Yeah, it won't be as loose.
Right. Yeah.
It might be loose, but it won't be as.
Thank you.
Yes. But it won't be. We won't be reviewing. Now we might somehow throw in there a Mandalorian review because we might just have to, but because it's gonna have to be discussed. But we'll definitely.
We're gonna have to. Maybe we'll do like mini-sodes or something.
We might
do like some like little lives or something.
Yeah.
Guys, we're gonna have to talk about it.
No, we have to.
We can't keep it in.
Avoid
We're gonna be texting each other like crazy. Did you see the Mandalorian? Oh my gosh. I don't know why that snort.
But Gerry, anything you wanna wind down the conversation with in regards to this show? What you hope for it?
Man, we're gonna get a lot of really awesome stuff in the coming weeks, guys. Like seriously, Lucasfilm is stepping on they're easing on the gas, but they're about to stomp on it, guys. There is not going to be a week there's not going to be a week that we don't have Star Wars stuff going on.
I'm telling you.
From here through the end of the year and even into the beginning of next year too. We'll have a little bit of break in the holidays where we're all going to watch Rise of Skywalker 50 times in the theater. But besides that, guys, I mean, I don't know. And we're also going to get a lot of really cool monsters because they were in the trailer. So I'm excited about that. I love monsters.
I like monsters. I like monsters.
I do.
Monsters
I really
are sick.
Dude, you know what? We're going to have to, between this, Mandalorian, Fallen Order, and Rise of Skywalker, we're going to have to do another Wonderful Weirdos episode next year.
God,
beginning of next year, man, we're going to have to, dive into it.
You bring up one thing that you closed out very nice with, and I thought about the whole time you were talking. A year ago, when this show first came out, I did not expect to be liking it near as much as I do now. And that sounds really mean. But
it sneaks up because I was kind of the same way.
I watched those first 3 episodes last year at this time, and I was like, damn, I'm not digging it as much as I thought I would. Let's stick it out though. And man, it picked up at that second half of the season. It picked up, but now to me, honestly, it's it's cool to know they're ending it this season though. I really like that because it's not like Clone Wars where apparently no one knew when that thing was going to end. Now we do. And Rebels, no one they only announced it that was it Celebration or that con before. Oh, it was it was Celebration 17. I was there. They announced the end of it then, and but that show I felt like it was ending because I don't know, maybe because it had to. I don't know. It's interesting. The ending was good, but I feel like the ending for this show is going to be way more finite and specific. So I don't know. I'm talking off my head here. I'm excited for this show. I think it really is one of those. They did a really good job so far, and I cannot wait to see where they take it. So
there's dude, this is the last season, so they have no choice but to step on the gas.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be just it's going to be a fun ride.
It is. It is. But anyway, look, we got 2 write-ins from some guests. We got one from people that are actually coming on the show next week. Jerry, who might that be?
We've got the Galactic Podcast, and they said, looking forward to seeing if Tam realizes and joins Kaz and the rest of the team. Theory, I think we'll see Leia talk to the Colossus and send them on a mission. Oh my God!
Nice.
Lauren and Andrea over at the Galactic Podcast. They're going to be coming on next week, guys. So get ready for that. That's a great theory. I think really, and spoilers again for the episode 2 of the series here. Towards the end, where they're when the First Order cruiser that Tam is on with Tyranny and Commander Pyre, when it shows up at Takar to get them, which I was geeking out because I'm like, that's so cool because this is all happening pretty much right after
they left. Yep.
And it was so awesome. And they go into Kennedy's dreadnought.
They do.
To Waxium. How did we not talk about this?
That is amazing.
But you remember, Tam was kind of she had some looks on her face, she's conflicted.
Very uncomfortable.
Because, oh my gosh. He just we're going to have to stop. Or we're good. He took my headphones. Did you see that?
I did.
He took my headphones and the mic and everything.
I'm leaving that in. Anyway,
if anybody out there wants a cat, my gosh, it's a good thing this is an expensive podcast equipment.
Okay.
I'm sure that was great. But what was I?
We'll just move on.
I think Tam's conflicted, and so we'll see. We'll see where she goes.
Yeah.
Also, I think Leia's coming back. But then who else wrote in, Scotty?
Benjamin L.
Train on.
Ackers, our dude at Chintzy Beatnik, wrote him. He said, I'm just interested to see the reverse defection story play out. there have been a lot of Imperials defect to Rebel stories. Just like what we got with the opposite with Tam, regardless of how long it lasts. Hashtag stay Bombad. Dude, I completely agree.
Yes.
I can't wait for that. That's going to be amazing.
Dude.
It's very different. It was very, very different story beat. I love it. I love it.
This is the thing that people that like. This is what, if you weren't invested throughout the first season, that when this happened, people started listening. They started paying attention to this.
Exactly.
It's just it's such an interesting storyline. We haven't seen anything like this.
No, we haven't.
And also, we got the reveal in episode 2. I hope you've watched it again because we've been spoiling the whole thing. Ruckland, Elijah Wood's character, First Order too.
Man.
How crazy! I think maybe him and the girl who was in his gang. I don't know if the
I forget her name.
And I don't know if the Sullustan character made it in with them because I don't know. I don't think the First Order is very kind to aliens.
No, I don't think so either.
Say that. I think they're just as xenophobic as the Empire.
Yeah.
In fact, I think they're more so.
Probably more so.
Oh, and next week. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to talk about that Resistance comic book that's been coming out.
Oh yeah,
You read that yet?
That. No, I have not read it.
Dude, okay. Well, we won't talk about it right now, but it's fantastic. So you guys need to pick that up. It's like a basically prelude to the Rise of Skywalker. But anyway, no, seriously, Benjamin, we're with you, man. Like, this is one of the most interesting story points of the whole series. Everyone's like wondering how it's going to shake out. So
yeah, it's exciting. But y'all, this has been a fun episode. I am so glad everyone joined us here. We'll talk about Resistance and Mandalorian Leaks and Gerry's, mental health deterioration. It's just wonderful. It's
all the insane nonsense going on in my brain over here.
And cat Jack destroying
everything.
Things.
Jack destroying my. We almost didn't have another episode of the Resistance broadcast. Holy cow! What show am I on? Shout out to John Hoey, Lacey Gillerin, and
James Beatty. James Arthur Beatty.
Apparently, I'm just casting myself on their show. But anyway, yeah. Screw it. Just move on.
Hey, we got to bring up one thing, dude, and we got to actually.
What's that?
Do you want to mention who our first guest might be for the Bombad build-up? Might have already been mentioned.
Oh, all right. You know what, guys?
Tell them what the Bombad build-up is, Gerry. Fill them in.
You know what? The Bombad build-up, if you have not heard, coming Tuesday, October 29th. We are starting every week from then on, and we will be each week breaking down a saga film. We're talking about the Skywalker saga because we're a new show on the internet waves here. We're just now we haven't really had a chance to go through all these films and discuss them and dissect in our special ways.
I'm glad we put it off.
I am too because this is going to be really cool, guys. We're going to be doing. Seriously, Scotty's really working on trying to get a new format. We're going to be having a meeting pretty soon to kind of discuss what we really want to get out of this. And we've got a lot of really cool guests coming up. And speaking of which, on the 29th of October, when the first episode drops, and we're going chronologically, so episode 1. The Menace. We will be joined by none other than Pete Fletzer, who wrote his own fan novel, if I do believe so. He wrote an alternate version of the Phantom Menace called Duel of the Fates, which is available for free, I believe, on Kindle. Is it not?
It's really good, man. It's really good.
Yeah. But shout out, we're going to have Pete on the show.
Back again.
We're so excited. We're so excited to have him on. We're going to have many, many more guests come on, guys.
Some you might have heard of, some you definitely have heard of, and some you might not have heard of yet because...
Well, some members of the Bombad fam we haven't introduced you to yet, but they are fam nonetheless.
Yes. A couple of them are going to be like, well, how do these two goofballs pull that off? Well, you will see, and we are beyond excited to share it with you. Now, keep in mind, the Bombad build-up, it's not this episode, not the next episode, but the
episode after.
But the episode after. So, do me a favor. Do us a favor. Start watching the saga again. Start watching those saga films. Get your Blu-rays out. Go buy them digital now. Apparently, you can buy them at Walmart with the new covers and everything. So do that.
Oh, those
I
new
know.
covers are giving me life. It's amazing. Oh, okay, I'll
so-
stop. I'm like those. Me and those new covers are like you and the Razor Crest.
Oh, the Razor Crest. Where's that model
No.
at?
But okay, seriously though, guys, if you want to keep up with us, follow us on Twitter, but also we have a Facebook group called the Bomb Fam, a Bombad-Cast official
Daily
group.
post.
We're gonna we need to get more of a community built up in there. So go on, and if you want to join our Facebook group, do it, because if you do, we might be having some watch parties along with the Bombad build-up. So if
we totally will.
If you guys want to kind of help us with a few of the films, like just kind of watch with us as we do our quote-unquote research, then seriously, guys, join that Facebook group and stay tuned. We'll also post about it on our Twitter. And if you want to follow us on Twitter, follow us at Bombad-Cast on the twits.
You can always email us too at thebombadcast@gmail.com. You can always message Jerry and I personally. I'm the Scott Jarrow at Scotty Jarrow. Or I just said that 12 times backwards. You know me. Follow me.
That's great.
You got Cannon Junkie over here. Follow him. You got to realize
At the
this.
Cannon Junkie.
Yes, you got to realize this, fam. You are now a part of the Bombad-Cast crew for sticking with us for the past hour and 30 minutes. We are more than thankful, more than happy to have you to be a part of our fam and all the new followers we got. This is a special time to be a Star Wars fan, and it's only going to get better from here. So,
stay tuned. Also, whenever the trailer drops, guys, we're going to have a new reaction video coming out. So be excited for that.
Jerry and I. We've been getting more comments on this most recent.
Dude, we had an epic one this week.
I don't even want. I won't read it. I just want to. I'll just leave.
Let's
a
not
tease.
give them air, but
no, I'll just leave a tease as to what it was said. They referred to me as a where's the word? Oh, wait, we've had way more comments.
This is a PG-13 show, Scott.
It's just a movie, you F-word virgin D-bag. It's just...
Oh, you mean douchebag?
It's just...
BABU frickin'.
I love this. It's just so...
Virgin.
He edited it, too. He edited it. But of course, they always end it with something like... Even it says, time to move out your mom's house and do some work, son. That was nice. That's a nice way to end it.
Time to move out of your mom's house and do
some work, son.
I love how all of us on both sides joke that we're all in each other's mom's basements.
Yeah, and we are.
Pretty much. But anyway, but go to our YouTube.
Yeah.
Subscribe on YouTube, guys.
Go look at the comments. They're funny.
You can listen to this. You can find us on Podbean, on iTunes,
Apple Podcast,
on Google Podcasts, on YouTube.
Patrick.
Find us just about everywhere.
Yep.
But yeah, you know what? Nothing but love to the people who have the time to go and yell at us on YouTube. So
I mean, really
you're the
enjoying
reason.
it.
You're the reason we do this. You're the reason we do this. Kisses.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to pause so suddenly. I just
You know
want.
what?
I just want to tell you I
just
love
the
you,
episode.
Jerry.
Have I ever told you lately that?
Have I ever told you lately?
Yeah,
I
yeah. I know.
I like how confused. Have I ever told you lately that I love you?
So Scott,
Yeah, Bubba.
we told the people where they can find us.
Yeah.
And is there another thing they could possibly do before we head out?
Oh, yes. They do, of course. You should go get checked for testicular cancer.
Holy crap. Well, good night, everybody.
Remember, stay clean. Don't do drugs. And remember that this world, you only have a chance to live once. Jerry, what should the good people do? I'm tired of doing it. I'm not good at it. I don't know what to say.
They should. You know what? They should stay bombad. bit of vibrato.
That was cute. You sound like Brian Blessed.
Stay warm.
Man, that was good.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Gerry.
Good night and good luck.
Have you had that cyst checked out yet that we were talking about?
Oh my gosh, is this going to be in the episode? I don't have a cyst. We are both in triplet with some breakfast. Sorry. Little Kung Pao reference for you on Tuesday.
Oh, Gerry, that was hilarious. I
I'm
really
done.
liked that one. I'm stopping. Me too. I'm hitting stop.